let's get one thing out of the way. Review bombing is an anti-consumer term. They only use it when customers are upset. They never use it when the critics are upset. Like, when the official critics are giving low review scores to Dave Chappelle, or to the Joker movie, or to Alita Battle Angel, they don't consider that to be review bombing. It's only when the audience are giving low grades to a movie that is review bombing. So when the customer goes against the corporation. And I find it very interesting because there is absolutely no difference between an official critic and you, for example. I mean, the official critic doesn't go to art school in order to learn about cinematography. They don't travel the path of enlightenment like a Buddhist monk. No, it's just a random twat that's being plucked off the street and then works at a corporation. Whether that is The Guardian, BuzzFeed, or whatever. That's what makes it an official critic. And recently, we know that they are the PR arm of corporations. I'm going to make a video probably tomorrow about Ben Kuchera, who worked at Polygon. And he said that the company, many times, changed the grades for video games that he allocated. Which goes to prove my theory that the official critics are just another arm of the marketing team for corporations. And this word that they use, review bombing, it's something that they want to get rid of, right? Like, they want to get rid of angry customers. They want only good grades. That's what they want. On a Marvel product, they want only good, pristine grades. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen, especially not with their attitude. So, they're upset that She-Hulk gets review bombed before release. Oh no. Oh no, not before release. How can you judge a movie before release? How can you give a grade if you haven't seen it? I don't know, like, how can I see shit on my plate and know not to eat it? I know, but you have to eat it. You gotta eat it. Like, you can't give it. Shut the fuck up. The reason you can give grades for movies before seeing them is because the movies have these things called trailers and hype. This is why the comment section is open and you can vote before a movie is out. It's because they're hoping that people are hyped enough and they're giving good grades. Unfortunately, in the case of She-Hulk, there is nothing to be hyped about. We have seen the trailer. We have seen the clips that they decided they want to make available. Seeing She-Hulk whine and complain about how difficult it is to be a woman and have men mansplain to you about how to do things that you're professional in. All the while, she is lecturing the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, about how to control your anger. So she's woman-splaining to the Hulk about anger management. You know, the Hulk, which can destroy an entire neighborhood if he gets angry. And he has to constantly control that and keep that in check so it doesn't happen. And he actually wanted to take his own life because he couldn't handle this level of burden. And like this is who she is lecturing to. This is the worst case of cinematography that I have ever seen this year. It's just that bad. And it's all to please the American zeitgeist that's being artificially created. So the American zeitgeist, which is not grassroots, by the way, it's top down from the academia, from Hollywood, from Marvel, is that life as an American woman is probably the most difficult thing on earth. So if you're a middle-class white woman in the United States, it is so difficult, you guys. It is so unbelievably difficult. Like, you may get catcalled on the streets. And the solution is not to buy a gun, of course. No, the solution is to get men like you bigot, to control other men. Like, even though you're not catcalling, even though you're not doing anything, no, it's your responsibility because you share a penis, apparently, and other men have a penis, and therefore it's your fault, right? Like, does that make any fucking sense? No, it doesn't, but, like, that's the American zeitgeist. And it's gotta be pushed everywhere, including in movies where it doesn't belong. Like, in order to believe that She-Hulk is struggling more than Bruce Banner, you have to erase the entire plotline where he was being chased by a general. You gotta erase the entire plotline where he took the decision of trying to end his life. You gotta erase the plot line where he witnessed his mother getting beaten to death by his father. Like you gotta erase all of that in order to believe that the first ever superhero with pronouns in the name, She-Hulk, is actually living a more difficult and more problematic life than Bruce Banner. And of course, they also have to nerf the Hulk, because they can't just create a powerful female superhero. They have to do it at the expense of their original IP. So if you guys remember, in Avengers, you have the Hulk using his own strength in order to stop an alien ship. And now in She-Hulk, he gets ran over by a Jeep. Now, I'm pretty sure they might use the lore to explain why that is. They might say, well, maybe he was more angry then, or maybe now because he is the Hulk with glasses, he doesn't have the strength to stop a Jeep. I don't know. But it's pathetic. Like, it is done in order to make the female character look great. And I'm willing to bet that in this, She-Hulk TV show, you're going to see Bruce Banner many times being the butt end of all jokes. Like, he's going to be the comedy relief. Which, again, is upsetting to fans. Like, why can't you create a superhero without destroying what you've already built? So apparently, according to this article, unfortunately, the latest Marvel... Like, why is it unfortunate? Why do you care so much? It's a product from a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. The mouse. Haha! I mean, why do you... Huh? The latest Marvel Cinematic Universe release to get review-bombed by trolls on the eve of its release. At the time of the writing, She-Hulk is fighting a battle against manipulated user ratings. So again, when critics are giving low negative ratings to Dave Chappelle, that's not manipulated user ratings. If you just watch a trailer, or you watch a clip, or you listen to the political take of an actor or someone involved with the project, and you're like, you know what, I don't like this. I'm not going to support this, and you give a bad rating, for some reason, that's not allowed. So if a progressive, for example, would give a bad rating to Dave Chappelle because of his political takes, oh, that's fine. If Donald Trump were to make a movie tomorrow, right? And it's got nothing to do with politics. It's, Donald Trump doing some wild Western shit. Obviously, every single progressive around the block is going to give negative reviews to that. Even if it's a great movie, it's just the fact that it's Donald Trump and they don't like it, right? Do you think the press would say, oh, these are manipulated user ratings? Do you think they would complain about, oh, they're reviewing the movie before it's out? No, they would probably cherish it. And that's why you should as well. Because you know that if the tables were reversed, they wouldn't care about this. So you shouldn't care either. Some would even pull out of 10 of 10 and 1 out of 10 review scores. According to IMDb metrics, adult males are overwhelmingly the ones rating She-Hulk on the low end. While males over 30 being the most critical group of all, females across all age demographics are rating She-Hulk highly, though the show dips when you go to the 18-30 demographic. I love the fact it's like, oh, well, for some reason, a man's vote is less than that of a woman. Like, a man's opinion is less than that. Look, I don't give a shit. At the end of the day, the ratings don't even matter. At the end of the day, we're going to see if this gets a season 2. I mean, it's possible. You know, like, maybe it's getting a season 2. I'll tell you this. If women like it so much, if women genuinely like something, they can make something successful. There's more women than men. If every single woman out there watches She-Hulk, this is going to be the most successful show that America has ever made, probably. I mean, think about it. How many women are in America? Like 150 million or something, right? If you have like 150 million people watching She-Hulk, oh my god, like it's going to skyrocket, isn't it? But chances are that's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's going to get a season 2. Maybe. But I'm definitely not thinking it's going to get a season 3. I mean, I just looked at it. The CGI is awful. The plot is awful. The storyline is awful. I don't know. I genuinely don't think it's going to be that great. But I'm willing to be proven wrong. Let me know what you guys think, though. And I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.